feel like you shouldn't get in a relationship until you feel like a nigga can't DM your girl and take your girl.
I never thought that this was as serious as it is. We are beginning to prioritize having kids outside of a committed relationship. Now, it is not a bad thing to have kids. It's actually a good thing. But we are making a terrible decision, or worse decision, if you pardon my language, when we are neglecting the environment in which those kids will be born. Because we know that kids absorb all types of things in their early years of development. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like, and let me know your opinions in the comment section.
Comments, my mentions and DMs, and I just see like people that have no idea what's going on. Like, you don't know anything. I don't know anything about your life. You don't know nothing about mine. You know just a tiny bit because I've allowed you to, but you don't know what's really going on a daily basis when the camera come off. So when public figures give you a statement, take the statement, go with the statement, and mind your business. Yeah. I feel like people are more passionate about my situation than they are with their own parents. And we don't know you. We're not related to you. You. I'm her family. She's not your family. That's what people don't understand. Like,
they your whole family.
Yeah, I feel like fans need to be fans again, bro. Like, I feel like all this technology and the internet is just making people just get too comfortable. Like, it just be too crazy how people be talking. But all the girls, I love y'all to death. Y'all hate me, love me every other month. So you know what? I ain't even tripping. You feel me? Like, if y'all want to hate on me, it's cool. I still love y'all. Y'all look beautiful.
Even though y'all are seeing DDG and Haley in this video, I'm really using them as a scapegoat for this bigger topic that I'm talking about. Now, as a disclaimer, everybody will do whatever they want to do. Or in this case, everybody will do whatever they feel like doing. Because we live in a world where people are moved by their emotions now and not by reasoning and thinking things through. But we need to talk about the important stuff. Because people do not talk about the important stuff. How are you in a relationship with somebody? Y'all are engaging in all types of intimacy, and y'all have not talked about the possibility of having kids if things go wrong. And this is so important because it is so easy in the year 2024, 2025 is just around the corner. It is so easy to avoid having kids. Now, do mistakes happen? Yes. But most of the time, mistakes don't be happening. People are just being careless. But this is what I mean. People do not talk about the important stuff. A man and a woman, or upcoming parents, whether they know it or not, do not talk about how they want to raise their kids. People do not talk about the values that they want to pass down. People do not talk about how they want to teach their kids. These are things that are so important. But naturally speaking, people just see two people and they like each other. And they start having kids because they feel like this is a good person. But they do not know whether this is a good person or not. They do not know whether this person will actually be a good mother or not. Now, there's a limit to how much you can really know until the child is here. But at least you can do your due diligence by talking about it. People do not really know what it is that they're doing. People are just doing whatever it is that they feel like doing, and they live with the consequences of whatever comes out of it. I heard this saying once upon a time. It says, whatever you do not want to eat, don't smell it. If you know you don't want to have kids, don't be taking risks having unprotected sex. If you know you don't want to have kids, don't be taking risks having intercourse when you're ovulating. I'm sure you're preoccupied with other things before you think about bringing a kid into this world. Because there are some things that you can never recover from. You can recover from a wrong relationship. You can make the repairs and make good decisions after that. You cannot recover from having a child. When you have a child, regardless of who the person you had that child with, that person is going to be part of your life for the rest of your life. And unfortunately, men and women are impacted by having kids differently. For goodness sake, the woman's body changes for life. I know social media likes to pretend like things remain the same, but these people and this woman have the money that the regular woman doesn't have, and the access to medical facilities that this regular woman don't have. And as a man, that puts a great deal of responsibility on your head, especially when you don't have the proper finances to bear that burden.
me because they had already had, she a princess. So they already had their mind set up about her, and they look at me and I don't fit that image. But it's cool. It's a reason why she stayed with me. It's a reason why we had a child together. It's a reason why all of this happened. Like, me and Hallie are forever family. Forever. I will Swiss cheese your granny. I don't care if she's 100. I will Swiss cheese your granny over Hallie. And that's just what it is. That's called family. So, I feel like people should keep that in their head when they talk about us. You talking about our family. You need to relax.
Yeah, this is not like
I'm not just no random nigga. Like, I'm not just no random nigga. And I feel like y'all don't consider that at all. If I'm hurting, that can be hurting my baby that you love so much. So I feel like a lot of people forget that,
Yeah. Now you have to think about the type of man that you want your kids to look up to as a father. But you did not have this mindset before. And it's so sad that nowadays people are using kids as tools and cash cows. DDG and Haley were putting their kid all over social media, advertising him like it was the second coming of the next big pop star for children. Children have Instagrams now, and they don't even know what Instagram is. Children are exposed to things that they should not even be exposed to at such a young age. There's a time and place for everything. And this is why I feel like no matter how much you say it, people will do whatever they want to do. But people need to be taught on what it is to be a parent. Not all parents are perfect, but you do at least need to know some fundamentals about what it is to be a parent, what it is to be a husband, what it is to be a wife, what it is to be a father, what it is to be a mother. You need to be taught about these things before you actually become a parent. We are taught about how to drive before we get on the road and actually drive. We are taught about work. We learn everything. But for some reason, people just jump into relationships with no background or fundamental teachings. And in a way, I don't blame them for that. It is left for you to teach yourself and set the standards that you want to uphold until you're ready for the next phase of your life. But it's unfortunate because red flags will be seen as green by people. And when the kid comes, that's when the red flags will be opened. That is when people will make the decisions and have the strength to make the decision that they should have made a while ago. It is when somebody's life is threatened that red flags will be taken seriously. And I'm not perfect because everybody has their issues, but it's something I've noticed. We humans like to give people that we like a second chance, almost multiple chances. And it's only when our lives are in danger that we leave. But sometimes I would rather that we don't take that risk and we see things clearly and ask the right questions before we get too emotionally invested. And sometimes read patterns. We all know the patterns of the people that are in relationships before we meet them sometimes. And yet we still ignore it. Everybody says that Haley will be fine. Sierra found a Russell Wilson. Haley will find hers. Trust me, not every man is a Russell Wilson. Not every woman is that lucky. Sierra is lucky. And even till today, people still make fun of her for those actions. Because you may not see behind the scenes, but trust me, there are things that you will never see about the mistake and decisions that both her and Russell Wilson have made. Let me know your opinion in the comment section below.